Jennifer Robertson. So we met at Manesh's thing, and you were just sitting there all by yourself.
I wasn't meaning to.
How
Got there a little early, and
yeah. How many times have you been to his things?
So I've been participating since the very beginning. And
Really?
joined his group, but unfortunately, I had to take about a month off with a family member, and I couldn't attend regularly. But just a wonderful person, kind person,
Yeah.
And it really has been great meeting you and those type of people that really does care about the community and people in it.
We've just talked in passing about your ministry, so to speak, in prison. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so it's always been very important to me to work with individuals that may need a second chance.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe that we're all one decision away from being in someone else's shoes.
That's
and
true.
Who are we to judge?
That's true.
So in 2017, when I was in the Volusia County area, I started volunteering with the reentry team at the Volusia County Jail.
Yeah.
And I volunteered to teach their reentry classes for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
And we did it twice a month, and then it kind of slowed down to once a month. And typically we'd have about 20 individuals in the class. A fantastic success rate that if they took the class and followed up afterwards, that they didn't return and that they kept employment. Good. So really it's just about giving people second chances. However, it went up for bid last year. And so I opened my own company, Anchored Solutions Consulting, and we currently teach in the Volusia County Jail once per month, and we're making a difference.
That's awesome.
So we teach kind of employability skills, life skills, those type of things that may seem like they're common sense to us, but common sense isn't always. We all need refreshers.
Yeah. Don't disagree. Now, did you know I was in law enforcement?
I did not. Fantastic.
Yeah, not here.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
But I did 12 years in St. Louis, Missouri. I say that not to boast or brag, but thank you, because recidivism is a huge issue in law enforcement. And while it gives you some type of security, job security, same time you don't want to deal with the same people.
No, absolutely not. Our goal is to have them not return. So when I teach, I say, I hope I see every single one of you on the outside. And I truly mean that.
Yeah.
Because, and then once they are released, they can reach out for resources, and I'll be happy to help. And that's just a ministry that I have for myself. So we're making a difference. We're making a difference.
Yeah, that's so cool, because like really when you boil it all down, the justice system is really meant to transform lives.
Absolutely.
I feel like, we share a common faith, and the point of that faith is life transformation in Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
And jail, maybe they're away from everything, so maybe this can be a time where they can be part of just having a fantastic story.
Absolutely.
And just, because, it's a bad situation, but if somebody puts their faith and their trust in Jesus Christ, that can be something huge to go impact the community.
Absolutely. And sometimes I truly believe that when I'm in there teaching these classes, that it really does just mean somebody needs to believe in them.
Yeah.
And not everybody has somebody who believes in them.
Yeah.
And if we can at least just be kind to one another, it makes a difference. And we really are making a difference in the world. And just to show that you care about someone else, the drive then is in them, and they want to do better for the world.
Yeah.
So it's really a good thing. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Absolutely.
You're very welcome. I'd say I was just dumb. So don't take me too much. I wanted to drive fast and carry a gun. I don't know.
Okay.
But I started in 2010.
Okay.
In law enforcement. That was before it went to crap. But nowadays, I thank everybody who may watch this. If you're law enforcement and first responder, period, thank you for your service, because you're making a much tougher decision than I had to make. I don't think I have the capacity to make that decision again in today's time.
I completely understand. Similar to law enforcement, I was also an investigator. So I did investigations.
Nice.
Here locally, actually, I did in Putnam County, Volusia County, Flagler County,
Okay.
trafficking and child abuse.
Oh, wow.
So thank you to all of those individuals that are working in that tough situation, because we want the best for the children.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the system's really difficult. So, but yeah, that's something else we have in common.
Hey, I imagine that it would take a toll.
It really does. It does. And we want to save it, all of them, because unfortunately, children don't make the choices. As adults, we make the choices and we're responsible for our decisions.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, these children are not making those decisions and are suffering the consequences. So it was definitely very disheartening. But I'm also hoping, too, that as I'm going into the jails this time, that if they're learning life skills and things like that, it'll make a difference in their children's lives at home.
Yeah.
Because they need that foundation.
Yeah. That's wonderful. So I assume then you were one of the first people to get a ticket to, was that movie? The Freedom movie?
The Freedom movie.
I forget what it was called.
Yes. I can't remember what it was called either. Oh my goodness.
I put you on the spot. That's what it was. Yeah. But did you go watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And unfortunately, it's the reality.
Is it?
In this area, especially human trafficking of children is high. And we just need to protect our kids. That's all.
I think I put in my watch later list. Meaning to watch it with my wife, but I just haven't. I don't think I've watched it actually.
Okay.
But it was it's on Amazon, right?
I'm not sure what platform it's on, but it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
And it is realistic. Unfortunately, it's realistic.
Now, is it going to depress me?
Possibly.
Okay.
But it's realistic.
Hey, that's fine.
So, yeah.
It's like the Passion of the Christ, though. The Passion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, but it invigorates you at the same time. Yeah, it's sad, but it's like, dude, I can go out and make a difference.
Absolutely.
It challenges you at the very least.
It does. It does. So as I've gone through, I've had several different careers, I guess. I started off, I've been a social worker for about 25 years. I started off as being a director for a nonprofit in North Carolina for about 13. And then I went into investigation.
Yeah.
After that, I was a director for Goodwill, working with employability skills.
Nice.
And then I've transitioned to a different position now, which is totally not law enforcement.
Yeah, so, you escaped.
Yes. But we're still making a difference, and that's truly what matters. I always want to be at least associated with a career or a passion that is making a difference in the community, and I truly believe that the company I work for now is also doing that. So and people like you prove it every day.
Oh,
so thank you.
You're very welcome. So the company you work for now, FastTrack. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that company.
So we are actually a woman-owned company. We have been in business, and we started in Ocala.
Okay.
I believe it's been 42 years since we've been in business. Yeah. And we have locations all over the state of Florida. We also have locations in Georgia, Michigan, and Tennessee.
Okay.
And our goal is to help you grow your business. So we want to be able to help the right people in place to do that.
Yeah.
So we've vet our candidates very, very well. We do direct hire. We do temp to hire.
Yeah.
We do human resources outsourcing, recruitment processes outsourcing. So really, whatever it is to take that piece off of you for the hiring needs. And we have a fantastic recruiting staff that will find quality people. And I think that's the challenge, is people who, we don't work with job hoppers. Mm-hmm. We really work with individuals who are looking for a long, full-time career. And the goal is to get them on with whichever company it is full-time.
That's wonderful. That kind of helps with just everything else you've kind of told me. It's like natural. Now, how long have you been with them?
Sure, I've been with them just since January, but I've been working with this company in a different role, kind of just as a partner when I was with Goodwill since about 2017.
Oh, wow,
I can't say enough good about the company. Really, it is working with a company that truly cares about its employees and your employees, because your employees are what makes it happen. Yeah. The successes of our companies are all driven by people.
Yeah.
And how we select those people, the quality people, and people that really care about our business is really what we hope to do.
Yeah, that's cool, because I feel like in today's time, there's so many business owners like, I need to hire somebody, but these people don't want to work anymore. And so a staffing agency, for them to come in and kind of be the in-between to help shake those hands to get those people, I think is so essential now. And when I met you, I was like, what do? You said that. I'm like, cool. Let me spread you around because that's cool. Like, first your personality, but also what you're doing. I'm like, you need more exposure.
Well, I really appreciate it. And what we're doing is really making a difference at FastTrack. We really we work with manufacturing companies, we work with administration. So really any position we can help staff for. Mm-hmm. And our goal is to help you grow your business. So another way that we could do that is our temp to hire situation is kind of like a try before you buy.
Right.
So, for example, if you're looking for someone to fill a position for 90 days, they would be essentially on our payroll for 90 days. Okay. And then whether you decide to hire them on full time or not, there's no fee after that.
Okay.
And so it's just kind of like a try before you buy. They're our employee until you decide you either want them or don't want them on your team, and then we would replace them if you did not.
Okay. That's kind of cool too, because I'm thinking as far as employment law, and you don't necessarily have to speak to this, but you have to have cause sometimes to get rid of somebody.
Sure.
And I don't know how Florida works, if it's an at-will. I don't know much about it. But if they're not technically your employees, maybe that's an easier way to.
Sure. Okay. I think the other thing that we do at FastTrack is we would be covering like the insurance.
Okay.
Those type of things. So that's not what you're responsible for. That's all included in the fee.
Oh, wow.
Cool. And just such a good company. I want to be able to show people what it's like to work with a company that truly cares about them. And
yeah. One of the things I've also run into with business owners is they want to grow, but they don't have the infrastructure for it.
Sure.
And so you were mentioning the HR component. Can you speak to that?
Sure, absolutely. So essentially we could pick up the HR component of your business. So we would be the essential HR. We would do all HR functions. So hiring, and everything after the hiring too. So essentially your HR team would be us outsourced.
Nice.
So it takes a big load off the administration because hiring and training and things of that nature is oftentimes a major cost to any employer.
Yeah.
So we help with training, and we do that without the HRO component. If you wanted to have some specific training, we can be flexible with that too. And that's another thing about being a small locally owned company is that managing director Brad Daly is absolutely fantastic, and essentially there's not that red tape that we have to go through in order to make some things happen.
Yeah.
And we care about the people that we work with, and it's about building those relationships and relationships that are going to last a long time.
Yeah.
So I would encourage anyone who's looking for employment or employees, to please reach out, and we'll be happy to help.
Nice. And people. You may not have misspoken. People that are looking for employment, are they able to reach out to see?
They are. And I'm so sorry. So please both. Yes, we are looking for employers. Absolutely. You are looking for employees. We also have recruiters who are fantastic recruiters. And in fact, out of our Ormond office, we have Emily Eisen, who's fantastic and really works to find something for you that is going to be a long-term career.
Yeah.
So putting people in places just to have a body is not something that we do.
No. Because especially you got to think these different companies to take the time to download information to that person.
Sure.
And then that person just leaves.
Yes. And to be honest, I'm glad you brought up the HRO portion, because a lot of places now are saying, well, we just use Indeed. Not sure if you're familiar, but the cost of Indeed is astronomical.
Oh, it is?
So I would say to post even one position is between $500 and $1,000.
Ooh.
So FastTrack can help with that as well, because we have such a high volume that we receive kind of a discount or we're able to kind of offset that cost a little bit. It can be very expensive to go through Indeed, and then you're also putting in the work to evaluate those resumes yourself.
Yeah.
And we seek out resumes, and we also have people that come to us.
Nice.
So we have a great pool of applicants. We're looking for other businesses in the area. So again, all over the state of Florida that is looking to grow their business and how we can help.
Yeah. Yeah. Is perfect because, like I said, so many people are looking, but they don't know where to turn.
Right.
You know, I've heard people just asking friends, "Hey, if you know somebody, send them to me. Send them to me."
Yes.
But it's just people like yourself that are out there networking, getting around, showing that you can bridge that gap is great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I truly believe in what we do.
Yeah.
You know, going from social work to essentially staffing and sales, it would seem like such a large jump. But the way that FastTrack operates and truly caring about people and wanting to know how we can help, kind of finding that pain point of how we can help you where you're struggling.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're struggling with a specific position that you're having a harder time filling, we have ways we can help with that specifically.
Okay.
If you're having trouble with filling a position because you may have several openings, we can also help with that. So we can help with anything from manufacturing all the way up to C-suite. So the CEO, whatever it is your company is looking for in order to sustain and to grow, we're there to walk alongside you to do it.
Oh, that's great.
And like I said, it's something I truly believe in, or it would not have been so easy to make such a transition. But
absolutely.
They're wonderful. It's a wonderful company to work for, and they care about you.
That's perfect. Now, can you speak to like specific jobs that you may be trying to fill right now, or some like companies or company types that would benefit most with partnering with you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
The specific types of companies, I would say we are open to working with, truthfully, any type of company.
Okay.
In the past, we have specialized in more manufacturing and production positions, and right now, in this area particularly, so the Ormond Coast area, we do have some manufacturing production positions open.
Okay.
We also have some forklift positions that are open.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In addition to that, we have some administrative roles.
Okay.
As well as, I believe we have a sales role that's open as well. So these I'm just trying to think off the top of my head.
Sure.
And those are the ones that I believe we have open right now. Essentially, we want to help you fill any of those openings, because having those openings can often cost your company money as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Taking your time away from what you would typically be doing.
Right. Absolutely. Like I was talking to someone the other day, and what they need to do is churn out more product, but not necessarily handle the back end.
I see.
But you need the back end in order to get paid for the product you're putting out. And it's like one hand has to work in tandem with the other hand. And it's like, I got to do both. You're 100% right, though. It's like if you can hire somebody, that's a way to duplicate yourself. And duplication is really the way to get to success, I feel like.
Absolutely. And our goal truly is to help the employer and the employee. We want to see that employee in a long-term career that they're going to be happy with and successful. We really do try to vet that the skills match, you know, what number one the person's looking for and is good at. And then number two, is, of course, a good match for the company itself.
That's perfect. So what are the best ways somebody can get in contact with you? You want to shout out like social media or email or phone number, whatever you want to do for the audience?
Sure. Please reach out. You can reach me via email at j.robertson, ROBERTSON, at FastTrack, FastTrackSE.com. So j.robertson at FastTrackSE.com. Or feel free to call anytime, 386-310-2136, and I'll be happy to help. In addition to that, we do have a Facebook page, so Fast Track Staffing. We also have one specifically for the Ormond area for Fast Track Staffing on the beach. Fast Track being one word. So, but I'll be happy. I'm so excited to work with new people in the community, and I look forward to. Please reach out, and we'll be happy to work together. Thank you, Thaddeus, for having us.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
I really want to spotlight individuals like yourself, and so it was my privilege to have you here.
I appreciate you, Thaddeus. Thank you so much. Thanks for being one of the kindest people I've met in Flagland.
Oh.
You're making a difference in the world, my friend. Okay. You are.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. And here's your $20.
Thanks. We'll talk later.
Thank you.